The Song of the Willow Tree. In the village of Willowbrook, nestled by a shimmering river and surrounded by lush green meadows, there was an ancient willow tree that stood alone at the edge of the forest. The tree was tall and graceful, its long branches swaying gently in the breeze, creating a soft, soothing rustle. It was said that this willow tree was unlike any other. For generations, the villagers had passed down stories of how the tree could sing, a soft, melodious song that could heal broken hearts and bring peace to troubled minds. However, the tree had not sung in years, and many had begun to believe that the magic was only a tale. Lina, a young girl with a love for music and an unshakable belief in the magic of the world, had always felt drawn to the willow tree. Ever since she was a child, her grandmother had told her stories about the willow's song, and it had always filled her heart with wonder. The willow sings only when the time is right, her grandmother would say. When the world is in need of healing, the tree will sing again. As Lina grew older, she never stopped believing in the magic of the willow. But with time, the village had changed, and the tree's song seemed like a distant memory. People went about their daily lives, and the willow tree stood silently by the river, its branches heavy with time. One late spring evening, after a particularly stormy day, Lina sat by the river, watching the water rush past, her heart heavy with worries of her own. The village had been facing hardships. Crops had failed, the weather had been unpredictable, and there was a growing tension among the villagers. Everyone seemed to be struggling in their own way, and Lina felt as if hope was slipping away. But as she sat there, her eyes wandered to the old willow tree. The wind had calmed, and the tree stood still in the quiet evening, its branches swaying ever so gently. A sense of peace filled the air, and for a moment Lina thought she heard something, an echo, a soft murmur carried on the breeze. She stood up, her heart racing with excitement. Could it be? Could the willow be ready to sing again? Lina approached the tree, her footsteps light and hesitant. The branches of the willow seemed to part as she drew closer, as though inviting her in. She placed her hand on the tree's bark, feeling its ancient energy pulse beneath her fingers. It was as if the tree was waiting for her, waiting to share its song with someone who truly believed. And then, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the first stars began to twinkle in the sky, Lina heard it, the soft melodic sound that she had only ever heard in her dreams. The willow began to sing. Its song was gentle and ethereal, like a lullaby carried on the wind. The melody filled the air, weaving through the branches and leaves, its notes pure and soothing. As the willow sang, Lina felt a warmth spread through her, a sense of calm and peace that washed away the weight of her worries. It was as though the song was healing not just her heart, but the world around her. The wind seemed to carry the willow's song across the village, and Lina knew that the magic of the tree was spreading. She closed her eyes and listened, letting the song wrap around her like a comforting embrace. In that moment, she felt a deep connection to the earth, to the river, and to the village she called home. The willow's song continued to play, growing stronger and more vibrant. Lina could feel it in her soul, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there was always a light to guide the way. She stood there for what felt like hours, listening to the willow's song, knowing that it was a gift, one that would bring healing and hope to the village. As the night deepened, the song gradually faded, and the willow's branches settled back into stillness. The air around Lina was calm, filled with the lingering echoes of the melody. The next day, the villagers gathered in the square, talking about the miracle they had witnessed. The crops, which had once been withered and barren, were now flourishing. The tensions among the villagers had eased, and a sense of peace settled over Willowbrook. The magic of the willow tree had worked its wonder, restoring harmony and healing the hearts of all who heard its song. Lina knew, in that moment, that the willow had not just healed the village, it had awakened something within her. The song of the willow tree had reminded her of the power of belief, of the magic that could be found in the world, and of the importance of hope, especially in the most difficult times. And from that day on, whenever the world seemed heavy, Lina would return to the willow tree, knowing that its song would always be there to guide her, whispering the message of healing, peace, and the power of a heart that believes in magic. The end.